Alright then, as per request, I'll be recording this match, and without further ado, we'll get right into it. My opponent is Chili Pillow, he will be playing Baltic Front, and I will be playing Packed Airborne on this map, Punch Bowl. Let me just double check I'm actually recording. I am. Wonderful. And I haven't actually played this deck in a little bit, but I think it's pretty well suited to this map. There's not too much cover for him to work with, work his AA with, but he is playing with Baltic Front, which means he has 8 of those Recon LSTR in his deck, which should be troublesome for any MI8s I try to bring out. And he has the very, very nice Crotal variant, which should be troublesome as well. Let's see. First and foremost, we're going to start out with the Recon Helo. I think what we're going to do in the opening is we're going to try to get pretty deep into Dimitri over here. So we're going to primarily focus on getting into his two-pointer and locking him out of this area completely. I'd also like to contest middle, and I think the way we're going to try to aim to do so is we're going to send our Mi-24K out towards that area and see if we can shut down his AA through use of rocket planes and the Orao. I'm wondering if starting with an ASF might be a good idea, just because he knows we're playing Airborne and knows what to expect. Let's see, we're going to put that Dishka over there. We are going to get some VDV. Hold off this area. We're going to get a mortar for smoke to make sure they actually get in there and are covered. Get a Conquerors team. What we'll do is we'll put a BMD2 in this location here. We'll put one of the squads of VDV and one of the squads of in the Conquerors in the town and spread out the skirmishes afterwards. And we'll also give them a PT-76, because the PT-76 Dishka is actually quite effective at taking out XA-180s because of the 10 heat AP, as well as the stealth. They don't even spot them with poor optics while it's firing until they're like around 600 meters or something ridiculous like that, at which point they should be able to see it. I think that's perfectly acceptable for that flank to start. We're going to start out with command infantry. Fob. I think we're actually going to keep the fob behind our spawn. I don't want it to get artilleried, as it's going to be fairly essential in this match for us. 2 squads of Specialini, 1 squad of we'll actually get 2 squads of Lekka Pagoda and 1 squad of Specialini, because, as I said, those XA-180s are probably the largest threat we will have to face here, and the 12 AP of the recoilless rifle should do fairly well against them. Also back that up with a squad of Li Ren and some VDV. You know what, I think we're over-investing a bit, and we also need to get AA helos. I'm going to start off with 2 Sokals, get a Conquerors, and a squad of VDV and a Skrajet for this location. And I think we'll hold on to the remainder of our points. Perhaps even get rid ourselves of one of these Skrajets. And maybe see if that's sending something towards Boris over there. We'll get some of these Dishkas, and we'll send a squad of VDV off to the left. And we're going to save the remainder of our points, and we'll see how this goes. Let's CV. Those Dishkas there. Okay, 29 out. EMD2, offload, then move there. PT-76 into that location. Order, we actually want to smoke that. Get those in there. Bring those back. Be up front. In there. And we're going to redirect our Sokol to hopefully take down these Super Pumas here, because I'd really like to avoid him landing those Yakari anywhere of importance. We're going to pull these back, because I worry about that ITO. There we go. So we're going to bring out this rocket plane. Looks like we are going to lose one of our Sokols. Get my 24K back. And that's unfortunate. I have no idea why that managed to fuck up there. It had clear line of sight, and I gave it the targeting command correctly. Well, that's unfortunate, I guess. What we'll call it. Get some more reinforcements over here. Start moving these up. And we'll hover these low over the ground, close to the forest. I'm also going to get a squad of infantry for base defense. I don't want to lose this match because of something that could have been prevented easily. Dolphins out on these. It looks like he had a Neva over there. We have lost the Conquerors by replacement. There's the XAs. Should be able to get the hit without any issue. And yeah, as I said, the camouflage there being quite helpful. Let's get it back out. V forward. He is ticking on us a bit at the moment. Ah, I see what that is now. Perhaps an ASF would be prudent. It's more like a pagoda over there. I'm going to deal with the XA-180s with the Hind here. There's that ITO. I'm going to BMB too. Sokol is repaired and rearmed. Gonna get this Sokol up. He has an ITO over there now. This. I think we're going to get by a CV shortly because I want to stop the bleed before he's able to get too much of a point advantage on us. And for now, we will get the semi-24K back, rearm it, move it back out. I think we may save for a proper ASF soon. He now has 2 of those Eric's Yukari in here. Or maybe just 1, depending on if we're able to kill that or not. Doesn't look like we are. Bring it back. I have BMD2. curious to see if he has any AA over here. Doesn't look like much at the moment. No response at all. Dishka's doing a very good job. And I think we'll be getting a CV. Soon, anyhow. Let's see me out. So I'll go forward and deal with the Super Puma in case there is still infantry in it, but I bet he's already unloaded them. We'll creep forward with these Lekka Pagoda and see if we can find that CV, wherever it may be. Out. That's for the CV. And you can see those skirmishes are quite effective at what they do. It's going to be VV up. Yes, these squads up. I actually want to pull this back because I don't want it to have it engage too many of those squads of Yakari at the same time. We're going to get some more of these Dishkas for middle. There's Skirmishes for this area. I want to put some infantry in there. Actually, I think maybe recon it would be a good choice here. I'll actually just land those. I don't want the Sokol to pick off any of them. You know, it looks like we may actually end up getting an ASF soon. Actually, not very much damage done there. We're gonna get a PD. See if we can take down that MF. It's still around. May not be. Somebody's on my 17th up. And there's that idea, which I think will go down here to the Dolphins, and it does. I think that should allow us to use these on my 17s a bit more. We'll get some more squads of BDB over there on the left. Bag. We'll get the semi-24K up. And I think that was Eric's Hikari right over there. Yeah, it is. These fire position. I'm just targeting position because we want to suppress them and reduce their accuracy even if we don't damage them a whole lot. It looks like we're making quite good progress over here. Need to move up that infantry, and we'll get oof, that's unfortunate. Managed to kill both squads there. We'll get these. Actually, we'll get these back. I want to preserve them if at all possible. There we go. HQ's doing their job. We're actually going to get an morale for this tank here. I don't want him to get very far up with that. There we go. And it goes down. There. A-29 up. Looks like that's the CV. It goes down. Perhaps we can take down the MiG-23 MF here with a PD or the Spags. Get one hit. And there we go. Goes down. Bring the BDV back. Where did we just lose 2 skirmishes? That's slightly concerning. Oh, you know what? Reinforcements we just sent through there. That's why. We're going to bring this recon on my 24K back. Move these skirmishes up. And I think we'll probably get an SC-25T up soon to deal with the tanks over here in the middle. But for now, we're back to ticking. Good. The Hawks. The PD out again. There's an actual ASF. We'll actually evac that for now. Actually, in there. He's back. Rearm them. Rearm you. Skirmishes might actually be able to take this down. Ah, but they will cause it to evac. Another skirmish over there. We'll get some VDV up in here, because I need to make sure that he's not actually making progress in that area. We'll hide that VDV back there. We'll bring them in later when we need them. K-29 up. We'll buy a supply truck for those bunkers teams over there. I think what we'll do is we'll buy our second PD. And we'll get some more Mi-17s with La Capicota in there. Sees the seaplane. But yeah, he is winning at the moment, but I'm confident we'll be able to fix that soon enough. We still have a very nice foothold in Dimitri. ATs. Alright. I think we're gonna see if we can get a bit more done with our Dolphins. Bomb out the middle area. Bit. Ah, okay. So that's where he's hanging out. I don't actually see any AA in middle. Well, that's very good information to have. Send our Mi-17s over there. And there's his ASF. And now that he's firing his long-range missiles against our Dolphins, we should have no problem taking it down with our PDs, and that'll be one of his ASFs down. Ah, okay. There's There's his AA network. Get a MiG-21. We are probably going to lose our... Yeah. He's being very careful with his radar AA micro, though, unless it's out of ammunition. Bomb that area. I'm actually okay if we lose Delphins, because it'll actually allow us to purchase other ASFs. We're now going to purchase a CV for his 2-pointer here, so we can start ticking against him. We'll purchase some BMD-2s. Now he's firing from this location. Mark that for now. And we'll get our helos out. You know what, I actually want to evac these, because I want some cheap aircraft to screen still. I think we're going to purchase a CV for Elena as well. And there's those spikes. Where's that coming from? I think that's there. That's an ITO. We're going to get a replacement Mi-24K up now. We need to maintain eyes on his AA pieces. Out. PDV in there. Might make a grab for Boris soon. The seed plane out, and we'll kill this hawk. I think he's actually just trying to bait us into his AA network. It looks like his Buchem 1's out of ammunition. Or maybe we killed it. It's quite possible. I don't see it. Morale goes down. Form of cheap spag in there. Command infantry in there. I think we're going to buy a CV for Elena next, which I think I have probably said before, but now we're actually going to do so because we want to start ticking at him, ticking on him at a rapid pace. We're going to send these BMD-2s up here and see if we can maybe take that area back. Begin. Keep bombing here. You're just trying to bomb the Projet, but we had loaded up our infantry, so they're not going to take any damage. Silhouette. Now we're in a good situation. Have that CV. Yes, you. This back. Yeah, nothing really of huge concern here at the moment. I feel pretty confident. Fuck, that's bad though. That ITO, yeah, okay. Throw Delphins out and bomb that. And Get a MiG-21F to follow up. Need to escort. Put VDV in there. Get the RO out to kill that. There's the ITO. Target position about where it should be. There. There. RPD's out. RPGs can take down his ASF. We'll evac our aircraft. I think we've gone a bit too far with our MiGs here, but we might still be able to take this down. And we are. So that's his second ASF, which is good. And now we have our BMD-2s in pretty close proximity to his AA. Send these in. Lucky Prokoto. Send the KA-29 out up front of the Sokol to screen and some of the shots for us. Our Sokol should now be able to deal with this. Hopefully our BMD can actually take down that. Get one more burst up before the Ikari fires. There we go, and it goes down. Wonderful. Wondering if maybe a push for Boris wouldn't be a bad idea now. I could probably take it back with VDV. Maybe Spetsnaz. Got ABM-D2, 2 squads of VDV, 1 squad of Spetsnaz. Purchase a second mortar to allow for smoke. We already have ASF cover and bombers. Won't be a concern in the slightest. Make him think he got near the CV. And we'll bring the Mi-17s back on, rearm them and get them forward again. We'll land those Mi-17s and get the infantry out of them. If he's going to give us supply trucks... No, don't, please. We will actually send these right back to our FOB and use them. Send this one back to our FOB as well and get it back out. And now he has a CV in middle. Let's bomb some of these areas, and we'll get an Mi-35 out for our support. We'll bring these Mi-17s back towards middle. Oh, that's not a route we want them to take. Have them go along that road before returning back supplies. And let's see. 1, 2. Got a game mod. Hawk. You can take that down. Evac these, instead of having them loiter around aimlessly. There we go, Hawk goes down to the PD. Wondering if he's referring to me or himself. Because I've been doing blind bombing as well, but in areas that I suspected his ATGMs were in. I think we're actually going to get an IL-102 out shortly. Make sure we can actually... Well, we'll save the points in anticipation of needing one. We may not actually end up wanting it after all. There's the spike team. More of those. Bomb the spikes, bomb back there. Copy these from advancing further. Get the BDB into towns alongside the Spetsnaz. Cream those off because I don't want him to be. We'll bring me and my 17s in as our infantry advances. And we'll swing our forts off. Sorry, our transports off to the left to use them as fire support. Fails to hit our CV once again. It should go down to our Scarjets. There we go. And looks like we will be able to get into the town. And now our specimens should do a fine job of taking out these elites. We'll actually get a Sokol out that way. I don't want them to find our CVs. Like that. I want to find his CV here, so I'll start leapfrogging these guys around. The book that we now have line of sight on, so we will send our seed and rocket plane out for it. There's a CV in middle. We'll get a CV for middle of our own. Please, if you could actually hit this time. There we go. Takes it down. BB should be able to take out the truck. There we are. You did see a barrier, not like great amounts of luck there. Actually just bombed. Actually, no, I think that's not even necessary. We'll bomb the transport stuff. And there's GG. I'm sorry if I don't have the same sort of cheery attitude as I normally do, because tournament formats make me a little bit nervous, I guess. But yeah, pretty standard game for mixed red airborne. Typically slow starts as you probe out your opponent's AA network's location. But the deck itself is quite adept at dealing with most scenarios people throw at it. Good game to this fellow. And I will likely have the next tournament game for you guys up tomorrow as well. Till next time, folks.